Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic review. Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad to see you. Good to see you. Have you been? Have you? We don't talk, right? We don't talk. So how's it going? Good. Yeah. How's the weather where you are? It's been a little stormy here. Hot, really hot and stormy. Rain, but hot. So yeah, but school started. So that's a plus. So we're happy about that. Today, doing another download. This is I Don't Know from Tom Dobrowolski, BigBlindMedia.com. $6. That's right, $6. I love downloads that don't cost that much money. I do. If you're just getting a trick, if you're just getting a trick and the explanation's only like, 10, 12 minutes or whatever like that. So yeah, $6, sure, why not? Especially if you don't have any new magic, right? Those weeks, right? Where you don't have any new magic and you're going through a dry spell and you're like, I just want something new, something fresh to watch. All right, so I don't know. What is the trick? Well, it's wildcard. It's wildcard, but you don't need 7 or 8 blank cards, and you don't need 7 or 8 duplicates. Tom's got this down so that you can you do this trick with just a small packet of indifferent cards and a regular deck. So the way Tom does it is he has the indifferent cards, we'll call them blue-backed cards. They're in his pocket, right? And he has a red deck, gives it a shuffle, and he says, I'll just deal out 3 random cards, right? And he deals 3 cards to the table. And then he brings out the blue-back cards and says, I don't even know what these cards are, but let's see what happens. And you move the blue cards over to the red cards. And then as the blue cards touch each individual red card, those blue cards adopt and take on the property. So if that first card was a 6 of clubs, then all your blue cards are 6 of clubs. And if that second card was a queen of diamonds, then all your blue cards are now the queen of diamonds. And if that last card was the ace of spades, then all your blue cards are the ace of spades. But then you repeat and say, you know what? I don't even know what these blue cards are. And you show them to the audience one at a time, and they're all blank. So yeah, it's a fun little version of wildcard. But like I said, to do the trick, right, because it is a download, you only need a standard deck of cards and then the blue back cards. And chances are you've got another deck of corresponding color lying around the house, right? And then in addition to that, you need 1 blank card, just 1 blank card, that's it. And most decks now come with a blank card. And you've always probably wondered, like, what do I do with this blank card? You know what you can do with that 1 blank card? You can do I don't know. You can do I don't know. So there's nothing additional that you need to purchase, nothing at all. So let's talk about the download itself. So there's 3 files, right? There's 3 files. There's a performance file, his first performance file. Well, no, there's 4 files, because he has 2 performance files and 2 explanation files. So his first performance file is just 2 minutes, and he calls this the no gimmicked version, right? No gimmicks at all. And there's a 13-minute explanation. And then he does a gimmicked performance, and that's 3 minutes. And then the gimmicked explanation, which is 12 minutes. Now, what's the difference between gimmicked and not gimmicked? Almost nothing, really, almost nothing. And when I say gimmicked, we're not talking about gaffes, okay? There's no extra cards. The same cards you use in one will be the same cards you use in the other. It's just the handling that's different. The gimmicked version is an easier route because you're using the gimmick as kind of like a crutch, right? The earlier version, the no gimmick version, is cleaner, right? But it requires a little bit more sleight of hand. That's it. But is it what I thought? Yes, it is what I thought, because I knew it was a download, so I knew there wasn't any gaff cards per se. So right away then well, it's all sleight of hand, right? And so because it is sleight of hand, then I'm almost not even watching the trick. I'm burning their hands trying to figure out, okay, what are they doing with their hands, right? And then when you start seeing standard sleights that you can recognize, then you just say, that's a that sleight, that's a that sleight, that's a that sleight. And then you start thinking, okay, that's how the trick is being done. So, but that isn't to say that it isn't a good trick. Is it gonna fool a magician? Probably not, but it'll fry laymen, absolutely fry laymen, because you almost think as the layman, you're catching the magician the first time out. You're like, oh, well then, all those cards are obviously the same. But then they change at the second stage, and then they change again at the third stage, and then you really slay them by showing all the cards blank at the end. So I don't think the spectator can never catch their breath. They can never catch up to you. You're too far ahead, even though you're doing the same moves, right? You're literally doing the same moves every single time. So in the explanation, I'll just say, as far as what they teach you, you're learning one sequence that you're literally just repeating, right? And then the end, as your convincer, that's a standard sleight that you know really well. So I don't think this will trip anyone up at all who has any experience with cards at all. As far as sleights and difficulty level, like I was saying, it's very basic sleights. If you can hold a break, right? If you can roll a double, you're good. So I don't think there's any issues there. As far as the overall quality and production value, Tom's in an office with really fun decor. It's an all static shot, same shots of the whole thing. He's behind a desk. He's using a table mat, and like I said, it's 4 videos. You get 2 performances, 2 explanations, but really, depending on which route you'd probably take, you pick. Like, do you think you would use gimmicks so that your sleights are easier, or do you think you'd rather do a cleaner version? You probably could answer that question right now, right? Just knowing your own style. And like I said, there's not a lot of cards, not a lot of sleights, very easy to do. Setup and reset, it's a deck stack, okay? There's a deck stack going on. And so you have to pre-arrange the cards you're going to use at the very beginning, but that's it. And the positives are, it's a nice wild card trick. It is. It's a nice wild card routine. Most wild card routines, you need a bunch of blanks and a bunch of dupes, and you don't need that here. And so I think if you like wild card and you've kind of wanted to make it a little bit more maybe streamlined, maybe more mature, once you do the other wild card, right, the traditional wild card, you're doing it with like a 7 of hearts, right? Then there's 7 of hearts like all over the table, right? They're everywhere. And like lay people they're not used to seeing duplicate cards everywhere. You probably are, but they aren't. So seeing a bunch of 7 of hearts across the table, I think already looks a little fishy. This, Tom's wild card, I think is so much more relatable as a story. It's just like, let's deal 3 cards, right? They're all different, do. They could be any random cards, right? Red, black, quartz, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then the cards adopt the characteristics, but instead of leaving them there, they move down the row. And then before they go back in your pocket, you flash them and say, well, they're all blank, right? So I think I like that sequence for a wild card story. It kind of makes more sense than just like, oh, I've got 9 blank cards on the table. Well, let's turn them all into 7 of hearts, right? So, and I know they all turn differently, and everyone's got their own version and their own favorite of wild card, but I like the flow of this one. And for $6, can't beat it, right? Can't beat it. Hey, that's everything I can say about I Don't Know. And like I said, you can pick this up at bigblindmedia.com. That's where you want to go. I hope I've introduced to you a brand new trick, or answered some questions about a trick maybe you're thinking about. And if I've helped you, you can always help me by hitting like and subscribe and follow. That helps me a ton. Thank you so much. And be sure to head on down to Big Blind Media for all of your new, fun, exciting download needs. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, did you know there are over 300 videos and reviews that you've never even seen here at Magic Orthodoxy? It's true. And if you join the membership section today, you'll get unlimited access to that exclusive content. What are those videos? These would be the magic tricks that I buy with my own money. These are the tricks that I want, the tricks I am the most excited about. All you have to do is click the join button on your screen. And there are 2 exciting ways to join. For $2, you'll get access to 8 extra videos a month, 8 brand new videos a month. And for $5 a month, you'll get access to 12 new videos a month. Not to mention, you'll also be part of an exclusive community of almost 500 other magicians. And if you can't find the join button, I will put a link in the description of today's video. Thanks, guys. Bye.